Hello and welcome to the final edition of HBL PSL Kahaniyaan. This has been an eventful season and perhaps the most challenging till date for the various reasons. Despite all the hurdles and setbacks, HBL PSL 6 का कारवां आगे बढ़ता रहा.
Lovely piece of bowling.
And that'll go all the way. 100 for Captain Khwaja.
Oh, there's another one. Straight away, fortunes changing for Dahani.
As we enter the final stretch, the playoffs and the final.
First ever final for Multan Sultans. It's a big moment for them.
Coming on this episode, we learn more about the lanky, impressive pacer from Larkana, Shahnawaz Dhani. Playoffs की कहानियां, ebbs, flows, heartbreaks, triumph, and more.
Oh, it does make the most sweetest sound ever.
We catch up with Sir David Gower. जानिए बाबर आजम के गोल्स के बारे में. Andy Flower shares the secrets of Sultan's success. And the kahani of the most consequential match of the tournament, the grand finale. Shahnawaz Dhani has emerged as the find of the tournament. Around a year ago, he was far away from the top level cricket, struggling to make ends meet in Larkana.
Oh, there's another one. Straight away, fortunes changing for Dahani.
Qaid-e-Azam Trophy 2021 was his first break as he made a strong first impression. धहानी का मैसिव पोटेंशियल देखते हुए मुल्तान सुल्तान्स ने उन्हें अपने स्क्वाड में शामिल करने का फैसला किया. धहानी ने HBL PSL के मैदान में अपना लोहा मनवाया और सबसे कामयाब बॉलर बनकर उभरे. शाहनवाज धहानी न सिर्फ एक सलाहियतमंद बॉलर हैं, बल्कि अपने मुनफरिद अंदाज की बदौलत मकबूलियत हासिल करने में कामयाब हो गए.
मेरा ये जो सेलिब्रेशन स्टाइल है, इसका सारा मैं क्रेडिट दूंगा अपने मतलब जो हमारे टीममेट हैं कार्लोस ब्राथवेट. एक्चुअली इस पार्ट में वो हमारे साथ नहीं है, वो बिज़ी हैं, तो बिल्कुल उनके साथ मैंने ये सेलिब्रेशन किया है. तो वो सेलिब्रेशन बहुत ही मतलब फेमस हो गई है ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड में. तो मैं जब भी विकेट लेता हूँ तो इसका सेलिब्रेशन ज़रूर करता हूँ. जो फास्ट बॉलर है उनकी अपनी सोच है, कोई एग्रेसिव है, किसका एक्शन क्या है सेलिब्रेशन का. तो बिल्कुल मुझे ज़्यादा वेस्ट इंडीज़ के क्रिकेट जो एंटरटेनमेंट के साथ खेलते हैं, सेलिब्रेशन करते हैं ग्राउंड में, तो वो मैं उनको बहुत फॉलो करता था, लाइक करता था. जब मेरा सेलिब्रेशन पूरे पाकिस्तान ने देखा PSL में, तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह सब ने मुझे अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स दिया. तो पूरे सोशल मीडिया में सब ने मेरे सेलिब्रेशन को लाइक किया. तो उसके बाद सब कह रहे हैं कि इवन इंटरनेशनल और क्रिकेटर, फॉरेनर क्रिकेटरों ने भी मेरे सेलिब्रेशन को पसंद किया है. PSL 6 मतलब है जहाँ पे एमर्जिंग प्लेयर्स का ज़्यादा नाम आया है. तो वो मतलब उन्होंने जो इम्पैक्ट डाला है PSL में अपने पेसर के साथ, पेस के साथ, तो नो डाउट फॉरेनर प्लेयर्स को भी बहुत ही मतलब उनको डरा के रखा है, उनकी विकेट से लिए हैं. तो बिल्कुल ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट पड़ा है. एमर्जिंग प्लेयर जो भी हैं पेसर्स में भी बूस्ट होता जा रहा हूँ, इनक्रेज कॉन्फिडेंस मुझे मिल रहा है. तो मेरे लिए एक अच्छा सा अपॉर्चुनिटी है, उसमें मेरा जो इम्पैक्ट हो और मेरा जो परफॉर्मेंस हो वो अच्छा हो.
after 30 matches in the HBL PSL 6, 14 in Karachi and 16 in Abu Dhabi. जो 4 टीम्स प्लेऑफ के लिए क्वालिफाई करने में कामयाब हुई, उनमें शामिल थी Islamabad United, who became the first team to win 8 out of their 10 league matches. Multan Sultans, who'd never won the title before. Peshawar Zalmi, जो 2017 में टूर्नामेंट जीते थे, और डिफेंडिंग चैंपियंस कराची किंग्स. The first playoff, the qualifier saw Islamabad take on Multan Sultans. Powered by Sohaib Maqsood's half-century, Multan Sultans got off to a flyer.
That's smashed. What a way to get to your 50.
खुशदिल शाह की धुआंधार बैटिंग ने मजीद मदद की और सुल्तान्स एक फॉर्मिडेबल टारगेट सेट करने में कामयाब हो गए.
Incredible hitting just when Multan Sultans needed him to tee off.
उस्मान ख्वाजा, जिन्होंने लीग स्टेज में अपनी शानदार सेंचुरी स्कोर की थी, एक मर्तबा फिर बेहतरीन फॉर्म में नजर आए. लेकिन दूसरे एंड से उन्हें कोई साजगार साथ ना मिला.
Oh, gone! Ran past it. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Tahir again.
मुल्तान के बॉलर्स भरपूर लय में थे. सुहेल तनवीर ने अपने एक्सपीरियंस का शानदार मुजाहिरा किया. जिम्बाब्वे के ब्लेसिंग मुजरबानी ने भरपूर साथ दिया as Multan upset Islamabad to march into the first ever final of the HBL PSL.
They played brilliantly, they worked as a unit. First ever final for Multan Sultans. It's a big moment for them.
Sir David Gower, who's part of commentary panel this year, is not only a former England captain but also a distinguished cricketer. Let's catch up with one of the most stylish batsmen of his era.
Well, when I was playing against Pakistan in the late 70s, 80s, early 90s, there were some fabulous players. And there was a fellow called Imran Khan, who was very special. Hugely talented, great leader, very charismatic. The early days, people like Javed Miandad, who became one of the best in the world, not just in Pakistan. And Abdul Qadir. I loved Abdul. I thought his skills as a leg spinner were up there with the best in the world. Well, Ramiz is like an old friend. I've seen Ramiz a lot, both in the playing days and in commentary days. So we see each other around the world now and again, and it's just like picking up from where you left off.
Not to be dismissed, 172.
And you catch up with people where you can. But I think it is one of the great strengths of cricket as a whole, this global sport that is cricket, that you make friends around the world, and when you see them again, when you visit their countries again, you get to see them, which is just great. When I came to Karachi for the first leg of this PSL, just the response from the people around us, the people you see, but the people on social media, the fans, saying, welcome. Basically, it was a big, big welcome. And it is very friendly. I took energy from that welcome, and I will always take energy from that welcome. I think it's an extraordinary place. Coming back to Abu Dhabi to finish off this edition of PSL has been very special. I have to say I'm really glad that it was able to happen, because I know how important it is to PCB that PSL works. I know how important it is to Pakistan as a nation that something like PSL works. It's a fantastic advertisement for Pakistan cricket and for Pakistan.
50 for Colin Munro from just 20 deliveries. Very different to what we saw from him the other night. Very different expression on his face.
PSL has some very good players. One of the things I've really enjoyed about watching PSL is the emergence of the younger players. We all get to see the international players on the international stage. That's easy. But I think one of the great strengths of these leagues, and PSL in particular, is bringing through young talent. So watching new players, watching them succeed, watching them enjoy what they're doing, I think is one of the great pleasures of being here. I have a lot to learn, I promise you. I am happy to greet people properly, salam alaikum. I can probably say shukriya when people are very nice to me, which is all the time. I'm learning to count, so I need to get past 5. Ek, do, teen, char, panch. You know, I can get so far. And there are various other words that I'm working on now.
Staying with skillful batsmen, a few as gifted as Babar Azam. The man who hails from the heart of Pakistan, Lahore, has become the heartthrob of the nation and has earned massive praise.
हार्ड वर्क था, शुरू से एक माइंडसेट था और सोचा ये था कि अच्छा बेस्ट प्लेयर बनना है, क्योंकि बेस्ट प्लेयर्स को देखता था मैं पाकिस्तान में, जैसा इंजी भाई हो गए, यूसुफ भाई हो गए, यूनुस खान हो गए, तो वैसे ही एक था कि मुझे भी वैसा प्लेयर बनना कि जब मैं खेलूं तो दुनिया नाम में मेरा रहे, उसमें याद करे इसमें। काफ़ी चीज़ें चेंज की हैं, माइंडसेट और ट्रेनिंग भी काफ़ी चेंज की है। एवरीडे आपको ट्रेन अपने आप को करना पड़ता है और माइंडसेट हमेशा पॉजिटिव रखता हूँ अपने आप को, और जितना मैं अपना माइंड क्लियर रखूँ, जितना मैं नेगेटिव कम सोचूँ, उतना मेरे लिए अच्छा होता है। किसी भी चीज़ पे सेटिस्फाई होना, अपने आप को रिलैक्स करना होता है कि आपने अचीव कर लिया या कोई चीज़ आपने परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी की या मैच जिता दिया, तो उसके बाद आप सेटिस्फाई हो जाते हैं। ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, मैं उसके बाद भी उस चीज़ में से मैं देखता हूँ कि कहाँ मैंने मिस्टेक किया, उसको कहाँ मैं बेहतर कर सकता था, किस जगह पे मैं मज़ीद अच्छा खेल सकता था। सेटिस्फाई जल्दी नहीं होता मेरा गोल। जो भी ऑनेस्ट अगर मुझसे पूछें तो मैं यही मेरा एक गोल है अब इतनी परफॉर्मेंसेज और बाकी अचीवमेंट के बाद, कि जब भी मैं इंशाल्लाह रिटायरमेंट दूँ तो पीछे मैं कुछ प्लेयर बना के जाऊँ जो पाकिस्तान का नाम रोशन करे।
The second match in the playoffs was an eliminator. Two former champions up against each other, Peshawar Zalmi and Karachi Kings. Zalmi won the toss and elected to field.
Not a bad start at all. Gone! Ahmed, the Iron Man.
Babar Azam once again looked in fine touch. But Peshawar were able to keep Karachi honest in terms of the run rate.
That's gone up in the air, Irfan, and is taken by Imamul Haq.
इनिंग्स के इख्तिताम के करीब तिसारा परेरा ने छक्कों और चौकों की बरसात करते हुए टोटल 175 तक पहुंचाने में कामयाब हो गए. At the break, one would have gotten an impression that this may go down to the wire. But Hazratullah Zazai had other ideas.
Joint fastest 50.
Oh, it has made the most sweetest sound ever.
अफगान खिलाड़ी ने आगाज ही से कराची के बॉलर्स पर ताबड़तोड़ हमले किए. कराची की बॉलिंग को लाजवाब कर दिया. ज़ज़ाई की जबरदस्त बैटिंग ने ज़ल्मी को टूर्नामेंट में बरकरार रखा और दिफाई चैंपियन को कंपटीशन से बाहर निकालने में कामयाब हो गए.
Karachi Kings are out of this year's HBL PSL.
Andy Flower was by far the best batsman in Zimbabwe team of the 90s. After a super successful career as a wicketkeeper batsman, he went on to become a super coach, guiding England to the top of the Test cricket world and, of course, a World T20 triumph as well. Currently, he is at the helm of affairs at Multan Sultans. Let's hear it from a very decorated cricket personality.
Karachi leg was a tough leg for us, that first half of the PSL. But it was a very strange leg for everyone. Every game went the way of the side chasing. I did actually challenge our side, I'm slightly embarrassed to say, to change that Unfortunately, it wasn't. It was when we were chasing and we lost our last game in that first half of the tournament. Rizwan is in the form of his life, even though he's picking up a couple of physical knocks at the moment. He's in superb form. And then we've got a Sohaib Maqsood, who has shown a range of classy, really classy shots. Having Imran Tahir in your side as a bowler is always a bonus. I personally find him inspirational. I love his attitude. He's got a smile in his face, but when he's out there, when he's training or when he's out there in the middle, he knows it's business, he knows it's serious business. And then when he celebrates, that's inspirational for our team. Dani has really grasped his chance. He's bowled quick. He's played with a smile on his face. He's enjoyed the challenge. He hasn't been cowed by the challenge at all. He's actually grown in the spotlight. We started afresh here. We've had a brilliant turnaround. The break actually came at a good time for us.
As was the case with the first eliminator, the hero for Peshawar Zalmi in the final eliminator once again, Hazratullah Zazai. 175 के ताक़ुब में ज़ज़ाई ने आगाज़ ही से अटैक किया.
This time in his zone, flat six.
इस मैच में उनका बेहतरीन साथ दिया जोनाथन वेल्स ने.
Great shot, really was crisply hit.
वेल्स जो अपना HBL PSL 6 का डेब्यू कर रहे थे, उन्होंने शानदार हाफ सेंचुरी स्कोर की.
50 in his maiden PSL game.
As a result, Peshawar Zalmi breezed past Islamabad to book their place in the grand finale.
It's a big win for Peshawar Zalmi. They make it to their final once again, fourth time.
Islamabad, who were head and shoulders above the rest in the league stage, had two poor outings in the playoffs, and that was enough to put a full stop on their campaign.
Peshawar Zalmi, from time and time again, from year one, we've said our strength is in our unity.
Our bowling attack has performed really well on the Abu Dhabi pitch, so I'm hoping for something special from him in the final.
There is only one position, and that is number one position. People remember that number one position.
हम लोग पहला फाइनल खेल रहे हैं, प्रेशर उन पे ज़्यादा होगा क्योंकि वो आखिरी दोनों फाइनल हारे हुए हैं.
Whoever hold their nerve well and keep the momentum in their favor the longest will win.
This final is not going to scare our boys. I think it's going to be great fun.
Multan is playing some really good cricket, but so is Peshawar.
Zalmi play a really exciting brand of the game. They got a couple of maverick players.
So the goal is to just go out there, give your best shot and enjoy the game.
जो हमने अबू धाबी आके मेहनत की है उसका फल हमें मिला है. अभी one more to go. Hopefully we can lift the trophy.
On the day of the final, Peshawar Zalmi ने टॉस जीता और मुल्तान सुल्तान को बैटिंग की दावत दी. शान मसूद और कैप्टन मोहम्मद रिजवान ने सॉलिड स्टार्ट फराहम किया. But the real deal was yet to follow. Sohaib Maqsood, who had a great tournament with the bat, saved his best for the last. A 35-ball 65 to turn the tables on Peshawar.
Oh, flipped over the top and goes all the way.
Riley Rousseau complimented him from the other end.
Great 50 in the all-important HBL PSL final.
In pursuit of a Herculean task, Kamran Akmal led the counter-attack.
What a big strike this is from Blessing Muzrabani.
Lekin the player of the match in both playoff fixtures for Peshawar failed to make an impact. Though Shoaib Malik's cameo provided Peshawar hope,
Shoaib Malik still at the crease. Will this be costly again? Oh, wicket, wicket!
और मलिक के डिसमिसल के साथ ही सुल्तान HBL PSL 6 के तख्त के करीब आ गए।
Oh yes, the singer's lit up again and he's off again. Celebrations begin.
इमरान ताहिर की 3 विकेट्स ने जीत और वाज़ेह कर दी।
It's a young franchise, but they've done it under the captaincy of Mohammad Rizwan. He's been absolutely brilliant. And look at that. These are historic pictures, really.
So that's all we have for the final edition of HBL PSL 6 Kahaniyaan. उम्मीद है कि आपको हमारी ये काविश पसंद आई होगी। Until we meet again और हम फिर से मैच दिखाएं, on behalf of our entire team, it's a goodbye.